everybody strike a pose because the battery died. So this is actually number 2 here.
Yeah.
But we were only like a minute in, so that's no big deal.
Not even a big deal.
We were just talking about how... we just explained the video. I think that was it. This is going to be the last page.
Last page?
Title page.
Title page. And the fact that I always like to do the title page last because you want to trick the buyer, especially when the product is sealed, that the art's good.
Yes. You might hear the cat in the back whining because he wants human flesh.
He's
true. He's a big fan of blood. So we're going to finish this as fast as we can before he beats down the door to suck the marrow from our bones.
Or, we'll let him in and maybe we'll let him show off the cat,
Maybe. I don't think he'll come in, though. He's just such a scaredy cat.
Yeah.
He doesn't like to go inside anywhere.
No.
And if you see him, though, he runs. Because he'll come in here sometime and like, oh, hey. And then he's like, oh, shit. Oh, my face maneuvers. He goes opposite the eye direction.
Yeah.
Yeah, like from the last video.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Oh, cats.
All right. I think we're just going to get right into this one.
So, yeah.
Video.
I don't know how much you guys know about my process when it comes to...
this is one of the ones I gave a little slow start.
Designing. I do lots of lines for the grading thing is off to make sure that everything is following the rule of thirds, the
Fibonacci principle, obviously. Yeah, we got to get the spin into all our art.
The spin.
Yeah, like not real JoJo fans, We don't do that. No, it's good. I think it's made your work better.
For sure. Whenever you get to that part where it's like...
Speed it up, yeah.
Laying down all the foundation work before you go into it too hard.
Yeah, because it's just good so that things aren't in weird spots and stuff like that.
Yeah, I agree.
This title was something we struggled with a lot.
Yeah, graphic design might be my passion, but God bless.
Yeah. We struggled with this a lot, and I know even when we got to the stream we were like fuck this, and we had like spoilers for the end.
It's so I do recall because what ended up happening was one of the things I do that's kind of a cheaty method but it helps out a lot is I'll draw a lot of things on separate layers IRL. That way when I go into Photoshop digitally editing them it's a lot easier than trying to do it all in one go. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, but we went through a lot of different like logos for this.
Yeah, it took a
weird
long
explosion thing there that gets taken out.
It did take a long time.
Yeah, we just knew that we wanted it to be like sheet music.
Yeah, was the theme.
Like a bar, whatever those are called. So.
Yeah. What is that called? I think it's just called the bars.
I don't know. Yeah, something.
But yeah, again, I also wanted to make this the title, the font itself.
We should learn more musical terms, or we're frauding on our musical manga.
I'll learn them eventually. I gotta do the research, Right. Like, I didn't fraud the tarot deck, I can tell you that much. That's 2 years of my life I'll never get back.
Right. Sorry, what were you saying about the...
I tried to make the font kind of look like music notes mixed in with the kind of AC/DC...
I was going to say, it reminds me of AC/DC.
Rock font, so kind of trying to grab elements from multiple sources to get the ideal look for it. I think it turns out fine in the end, but yeah, it took a while. G's...
I went to clean it up a lot, too, in digital.
G's and S's are the actual worst ones to do. And plus also, just like the lettering size and stuff like that were frustrating to get right, because you have to get them the same size. So this is why I end up doing them separately on separate layers, because of just how miserable the actual lettering ended up being.
Yeah, now this part down here was... pretty good right from the get-go.
Yeah, one of the things I'm trying to do with the covers for this series is have the actual art where the character is be a square as a reference to a vinyl record or a CD.
Yeah, it's like an album cover,
basically. So each volume would be like referred to as album 1.
Yeah, because the chapters are track.
Yeah, the chapters are called tracks. Which, to be fair, you could also just call them volume 1 too. Because
that's technically,
especially if it was more of a mixtape look, but
we're
not going for mixtape. We're going for more vinyl record look.
Yeah.
But
oh, dude, when we go to the part 2, it's going to need to be called Side B.
That's true. Or if we do any like extras for the back of the volume, just call them B-sides.
Oh yeah, it could be that. Yeah, B-sides. Or it could be an LP. Or not. What's the one for a single? Is it? Isn't there a separate one, like an EP? What's the difference between an EP and LP? I actually don't know.
There is some stuff. There are special things for singles. I just can't remember what they're called offhand.
Yeah, I am a music fraud. I'll admit it. I just listened to it.
I don't know what to tell you. I try. I can't. I'm not like. I shouldn't be expected to remember everything off fucking.
Yeah, no, I don't. I'm just messing with you.
But I know
I'm just messing with you. I just love saying people are frauding all the time. It's just
really I know. I'm just saying for anybody in chat who's calling us a fraud right now. Like, bro, we don't have a script. Like, like I do my research. I write it down in the moment, and then I kind of forget about it after. I use some
Google food to make shit look good.
Yeah, basically, it's
slow it down here a little bit. I think that's because it's about to switch to something.
Yep, we're about to go to ink.
Yeah, that's what I usually do. You can tell I made this one later because I started like slowing parts of it down.
To be fair, this was very much later. This was actually a whole month and a half later.
A month and a half, over a month and a half. Yeah, and this is when we went to stream.
Well, actually, I think it was just a month because after this...
it was about a solid month.
It was a solid month because after this we add 4 pages into the series to
that's right.
To fix up some of the issues that were with pacing and stuff like that. But
yeah,
it's not even right there. One of the things that I think is important though too is for when you do stuff like that is always leave yourself open to improvement.
Definitely.
So case in point, like I said this is good, and then I don't know who said.
It was definitely me.
It was you, yeah.
I don't think anyone else but me.
Yeah, I was like, did Jamie tell us anything? No, it was just you saying that there was things that could be better. So
yeah, because narratively.
Yeah, and I don't like to leave behind could be betters. I personally like to try to make those could be betters as good as possible.
Yeah.
So like. This comic in and of itself, there is some parts where I think, well, this probably could be better. Just mainly based upon if there was more
I think
need
the
for
beginning just needs more stuff still.
Yeah,
that's really about it. There's just not a lot of established lore or the character really. The character doesn't have enough of his personality fully established, I think.
Yeah,
before he gets to meet with his father.
Yeah, I mean, there's enough, but not. How do I put it? I feel there's enough for his character. But I don't think there's enough for what the world is around him.
Yeah, I could agree with that.
Because you kind of are very much just plopped into the world through this first chapter. And I will say that I think it's fine for what we're seeing. Because...
it's fine for the time we had, definitely.
Yeah, it's again, when it comes to storytelling, you want to give your reader just enough information to keep them hooked, but withhold as much information as you possibly can to keep them going.
Yeah, until you parse it out.
Yeah, until you can parse it out and get it to the very end.
Big reveal.
Exactly.
And then you kind of parse a little bit more out. And,
That's at least the philosophy and how we want to go about telling stories.
Yeah, that's narratives. That's the kind of narrative structure I like.
Yeah, same. So being dropped into this world and being like, okay, wait, what's going on is not the worst unless it's it's hard to say. It's bad when there's no payoff.
Yeah.
It's good when there is a payoff and you still feel like there's something that is going on and that there's some level of I understand what's happening. That's why I think where it's fine when all of a sudden the knights pull out musical instruments and then strum them and turn into knights. And whereas and then Porum, our main character, is not fazed by it. Because it's not bizarre to him. Why would it be bizarre to him?
Exactly.
This is the world he inhabits. It might be bizarre to the reader, but the fact that Porum's not shaken by it probably leaves behind an idea of I shouldn't be shaken by this too. This is a normal occurrence. Hard to say.
Yeah, I know this. This was changed a couple times too, right? Oh, this last page was changed a shitload, actually, right?
Yes, it was.
There was a point where there was only 2 panels here, and there was a point where there was something else, and we switched around what was going to be shown. There was going to be a part where it was just him and Paige at the dock or something, I think.
Yeah, there was a lot going on. We just needed when it came to the ending. The only thing that was really set in stone is that we needed our main character to leave this castle.
Yeah, the castle. He had to leave the castle.
Because that's when it comes to usual story narrative and stuff like that. You want especially if it's a character who's going on a journey, you want that journey to start at the very end of chapter 1.
Yeah, you want it to start like right at the beginning. It's a tough sell if they don't start moving
exactly
really quick.
Because especially if the only time that it really works that way is in a show like Promised Neverland.
Yeah,
but that's because of the fact that the whole story, at least for the first part, is revolved around them getting out.
Yeah,
of where
now
they're
you can.
to go.
Yeah, you can do it as long as you do it right. Now, like we're going by like kind of base level cookie cutter
hero's journey.
Yeah, hero's journey.
Because there has to be a reason or a call to action for the hero to leave whatever is comfort.
Yeah, and then normally the hero probably would have like turned down a call for action, which he kind of does when he says he doesn't want to be like his dad.
Yeah.
So that's kind of similar. No, that's not turning down going on his journey, but it is turning down like being a hero,
right.
which he then has to take up at the end of this.
Exactly.
So we still have a similar narrative structure there.
Yeah, it's interesting. Whenever you do first chapters, and
and
things
again,
like
this was written in like less than a month because we had to keep writing it.
Yeah, we had to keep writing it.
There were a lot of times we'd rewrite a page and then we'd rewrite a page.
Yeah, it's like fine. There are frustrations, I will say, for how we ended up having to write this, just because it took a while and it took a long time to get to where I wanted it to be. And then it took a while for us to like come to terms on certain things that were just like, well, that's not going to work, or this should be how it is.
Yeah.
But like, I'm happy with the product. I actually had a lot of fun drawing this, to be honest with you. Like, regardless of, it's probably actually why I was able to get it done so quickly, is because each page I was having fun drawing. There wasn't a boring page for me, at least. Just because.
And you weren't coloring it because you're not a fan of digital coloring anymore, like your other comic you were working on.
Yeah, I don't know how to describe it to you, chat. I don't mind digital coloring. I just find it very tedious.
Yeah.
And like, I don't find as much joy in doing monotonous, tedious work like that. I don't know what to tell you.
I think maybe just try watercoloring it next time because you really seem to like doing watercolor.
Yeah.
I would say next time you do something in color, just try coloring in watercolor.
I'm down for that because I
just style it right.
Yeah, I think that because
that comic would probably work in watercolor anyway.
Oh, the Warrior?
Any of them. I mean, you can technically do it if you know how to do it.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, that does remind me. I did have a.
I was talking about the one with the two dudes that you were working on. The last one you were working on.
That one, yeah.
Yeah.
The
Monster Hunter one.
Sorry. I have a lot of projects, chat.
Yeah.
I'm a bit ADD, I guess, when it comes to doing my work.
I mean, technically, I guess you did do that page from All the Warrior for your work.
For a class I had to teach. So that's why I thought we were talking about All the Warrior. My bad.
Yeah.
There's a lot of. Again, I do a lot of projects. I try to. I've been trying to. What's the word I'm looking for? Mitigate or start hammering them down, but long list, never shrinking of things to do. Just how it goes. Like, you have a lot of ideas. One of the things I always like jokingly will say is like, it's just a life insurance policy, I guess, because I know that I'm not going to die until I finish all of my comic pieces, or I'm not going to. I'm like, I came up with a new comic idea. Well, I guess I just added 10 years onto my life.
That's funny, though.
Yeah.
Also, I would like this to note that in true Maeca art comic fashion, the character is leaving on a boat at the end of Chapter 1. So far, we are 1,000% on Shonen Jump entries with characters leaving on boats. I just want to note that. I think that will become a classic staple of all our Chapter 1s. We will have Yoshi Jackson leave the city on a boat after he defeats the Christmas snowman.
Probably, yeah.
I'm going south for the winter. He hops on the boat.
Yeah, right. I'm going south for the winter. They don't celebrate Christmas there.
Yeah, exactly. They don't have any goddamn snowmen there.
There is no Christmas in America. Oh,
man.
Yeah.
I do like the way the page looks.
Yes, I'm a big fan of drawing, these kinds of styles of boats and stuff like that in the water. And especially at night when you get to do, like, heavy, ink and things like that. Now we're back to the cover.
Yeah.
What was I going to say? Regardless, I was thinking actually about some series of mine. It's like, I know at least one other series that does not end on a boat.
We'll make it end on a boat. We'll get the boat in.
But that's because, technically, that first chapter is the last chapter. In terms of chronology in the story.
It's ending on a boat. It's got to end on a boat, man. It's got to end on a boat, dude. It's a tribute to the Great Gatsby.
Sure, man. Whatever.
The blind races are oars, chopping or whatever. I forgot it now, but chat knows.
Chat knows what we're talking about.
Chat knows. They saw the DiCaprio movie. They know the meme. Yeah, that one.
I was like,
so, I actually haven't seen that movie.
I've heard it wasn't very good.
The one I like is the one with Christopher Lee, where Christopher Lee is Gatsby.
Yeah, it's good.
That's because I just love Christopher Lee.
I know he is.
He's an amazing actor.
Yeah, also, it's weird watching The Great Gatsby versus reading it. And, it's a tangent, but
yeah, it's like that with a lot of books.
Yeah, it's a pretty decent film too. I don't know how I feel about. I always so those books that they make you read in high school.
Oh yeah. People have a lot of mixed emotions because they have the hatred of being forced to read it.
Yeah, no one likes to being forced to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
I just found that I enjoyed The Great Gatsby. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I thought it was a very well made piece of literature.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that if I had read it in a different setting, I might have appreciated things that are in it more.
Yeah, that's why you can't appreciate them when you read them in high school. You have to go back and read them.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell
Any
you.
book you were forced to read in high school, at least go try and read it again. Because it would probably actually be good now.
Or bad, who knows?
Yeah. There's also, I feel like there's just a lot of life stuff that you don't get yet when you're reading these classics. Because a lot of those books were made to be read for, like, adults,
Yeah, that's true.
Things like that.
Same with actual music, too. Like, there's a lot of songs that you listen to when you're in high school, and then you're like, oh, you're singing along, and you don't really understand what's going on. I think even didn't Nirvana have a song about that?
Probably.
In Bloom. Yeah. He's the one who sings all our pretty songs. Yeah, he likes to sing along. Okay, yeah. Something like that, where you're singing along, but you don't really understand what the chilling meaning is behind a lot of the lyrics.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you come back to it as
you've got to do stretches.
Yeah. When you come back to it as an adult, you're now suddenly like, oh, I understand what this is meant to be. Mm-hmm. But
oh yeah. Oh, and I remember there was, if you watched in the penciling, there's like a fireball that was in the corner. We took that out. Here, just to keep the flow going a little smoother.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, those are things too. Is whenever you're doing shapes like this, you want to make sure that the flow is not interrupted.
Yeah, I did that with some screen tones and digital when we went to go
clean
them up.
You definitely cleaned up a lot of my shit. No.
I don't mean to be mean. That's my job.
No, I know you're so. No, I'm not saying it's mean. I'm saying yeah, you cleaned up a lot of my shit, and I appreciate it.
Oh, okay then. All right.
It's different.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, no, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a lot of shit.
Yeah, it's just tough because you have to zoom in at like 100%. You have to. You can't like we did that first one. I thought it was gonna be okay, but I was like, I'm a little weary, And so I did it again, and I was like, yeah, you got to do it at 100%. Don't try and do that shit if you're not gonna zoom in at 100%.
Yep. From now on,
I'm gonna tell you that.
I'm probably now just gonna after I finish doing my screen tones and just be like, all right.
Yeah, just send it to me. Just cut it really close and then send it to me, and I'll finish it up.
Yeah.
Because it's tedious, but I don't mind it because I can put on music and do it. It's funny because when I'm editing these videos and they're tedious, I can't do much else. That's why there's still a whole bunch of videos that I never got outtakes from, because I was like, fuck, I'm gonna be so bored sitting here for 4 hours trying to find outtakes. So
I mean,
all right. Yeah.
As long as I give you extra stuff to do, it's whatever.
I like helping out, so.
Yeah, for sure. I only feel bad just because we hasn't had a show in a while and things like that, so it hasn't been as much interesting stuff to do.
Yeah, it's definitely been, this is the most boring apocalypse of all time. That would be my review of this apocalypse. If this was a movie, I'd be like, man, this was the most fucking boring apocalypse movie I ever watched.
Yeah.
I hope my apocalypse isn't this bad.
And it is.
And unfortunately, I am giving this apocalypse 1.7 on IMDb.
Out of 7.
It's 5. No, it's 10 on IMDb.
I don't care. We're going to say 1.7 out of 7.
Well, then in that case, I'm going to lower it down to 0.9.
0.9 out of 7.
To scale it. Just to properly scale it.
Someone in chat, check the math on that.
It's not properly scaled, but it feels better. It feels better. Because if we're only going out of 7, this doesn't deserve a 1 out of 7.
That's fair.
Yeah, I've seen better apocalypses.
God bless.
I've seen Apocalypse Now. So,
that's a bad movie.
It's not a bad movie. It's a good movie.
I didn't like it.
Oh, you didn't like it? It's been a long time since I've seen it, so maybe watching it again.
Just didn't. I guess I don't know. I watched it in high school.
We're going back to the high school. Yep.
Yeah, it's probably about that. And then, what do we call that? Trama.
Right.
Not drama. Trama.
Yeah. That's just how it goes.
Yeah, right.
So.
Either way. But yeah, another thing too, one of the things that we were talking about actually before we got to this video is I got
markers.
I got some books on lighting. Particularly because I really want to make sure that whenever I do more of these color scenarios that have this intense lighting on them, that I make sure that the lighting is correct.
Definitely.
It makes a very fun and pleasant image to look at for the viewer.
Yeah, a lot of the more recent pieces that were after this had a lot more lighting practice in them. And stuff like that.
And to varying degrees of success, but that's how it goes when you're practicing.
Yeah, that's what you want, though. Yeah. It's about 3 minutes left, 2 minutes left on this paint on this piece right now.
Yeah, because mainly this last part is just basically getting that lighting down, like adding in some more of these red colors with the watercolor.
Yeah, because fire is really dynamic.
Very much so.
I don't know if you've ever stared into the flames, Chad, but it'll do something to you. I suggest doing it. Do it. You want to stare directly into the source of the flame, the primal nature of fire, of life, of everything. Trust me. You'll see shit, Chad.
Okay. Oh no!
You'll see shit, I guarantee it. Yeah, right? Oh, she'll kill.
Hey, she.
Right. Alright, we're getting to the end here with the white.
Yep, you can always tell it's coming to the end on a color piece because I always go to the white out last.
Yeah, this is the paint pen, I think, still, but it's pretty much the same thing, so... Yeah. Plus, like I said, this is on one of those ones where I like slowing down the beginning and the ending and some other parts. Like, because it gives you a better, like, oh, it's suddenly over. I hate that feeling. In a lot of our early ones, they were like that. It was like, oh, it suddenly cuts to digital. Oh, it's suddenly over, you know? So it's like, I like to give it a slow... You can see what it's like in real time, you know?
Is that real time? It feels slower than real time.
No, this is real time. I don't slow it down.
I didn't realize how slow I was, Chad.
Yeah, this is how slow you are. Now you know how miserable it is to watch you. No.
I'm sorry, I'm not Kishibe Rohan.
Right? Only man who could keep up under heaven.
Just gotta do the...
Yep.
The
Made in heaven, baby.
Yeah.
No, I love part 6. I don't care. All these haters. I can't wait for part 6 to get animated. I'm excited.
I can't wait for the girls to hate all of part 5 as well.
Yeah.
It's just how it goes.
It's just how it goes. So it goes.
So it goes.
That's what the aliens said.
Sailor V.
Slaughterhouse 5. They'd say, so it goes. Whenever someone died.
It's Sailor V?
Yeah, right.
Life goes on.
Put my mask on, do my transformation. Sexy schoolgirl outfit, go fight crime.
That's how it be.
Just like my idol, Sailor V.
It is his idol, by the way.
Dude, Sailor V was kind of cool.
Oh, yeah.
I liked her. She was fun.
And Mike liked her a lot, or no?
Mike likes Jupiter a lot.
I know, like, Mike likes Jupiter.
He's down with her, too, so... With that penis love me chain. It's to where it sounds like that when she says it in Japanese.
Penis love me.
It's because they have no V. They have no V, so it's a B sound. So, but it sounds kind of like a P, like a little bit. So
Venus.
It's really funny. Yeah, because it's Venus. Like, Venus love me chain. And it also has more of that E like sound at the end versus like when you say it in English when you say Venus. It says Venus like that. Like, so it's really funny to hear. I love when words sound different in other languages.
Oh yeah, it's always really funny
because of like transliteration and things like that. It's great to hear.
Yeah, it's like cakey.
Yeah, cakey,
not keku.
Not keku. Like I hear people saying. I hear the frauds out here trying to be a fraud weeb saying keku. It's not happening.
It's keiki
or keikaku. That means cake. No,
that means Jim.
Oh, you're right. But Jim has the best cake, so Jim means cake. It's like how Foster's is Australian for beer.
It's fair.
Yeah, so that's the piece. It's done. Those were the last page and the title page, and as I said, we ended up doing the title graphic off screen.
Yes. just because of the fact that it was not...
Yeah, we tried working on it, and there was a little bit of it on film, and it just doesn't go anywhere, and so we did it later and did a lot of it digitally, and then we just didn't put it in here because it's honestly not that interesting.
It's not. Lettering is not nearly as fun to watch as like actual characters and things like that.
Yeah. And you can check it out on the page.
Yeah, it's on the page. If you want to look out how it ended up, just go head to the link in the description.
Yeah, check it out down there. Read the chapter.
Read the chapter. Let us know what you think. Again, we've really stressing on giving us comments, things like that. That really helps us grow as people and helps us make better art as time goes on. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought this was a fun project. I enjoyed working on it. I'm glad I was part of it.
Yeah. Hopefully,
that's what I would say.
We won't find out the results of this contest until December. Hopefully by then they'll actually let us fly to Japan.
Yeah, I doubt it.
I doubt it, but if we win,
we could swim to Japan.
I'm down to swim.
Could do it.
I'm down.
They might let us fly from Hawaii.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Probably not.
But if we swam to Hawaii, at least we'd be fucking jacked. So we can force our way onto the plane. I am now Punchy Goodman.
Swam all the way from California to Hawaii, and I ate sharks as I...
Exactly, yeah. Because I love that from Ranma, where they swam from Japan to China, and they swam back, Yeah. That's ultimate training right there. Now, it's way farther to Hawaii than it is from Japan to China. So just to get to Hawaii is going to be tough.
We'll take a break at the Bermuda Triangle, which is definitely not in the Gulf of Mexico.
Check a geography. All right. And with that egregious geography mistake, that's a fan of the geography bee. I could not let that stand. We will not continue with this man here. So catch these eyes. Shout outs to my boy Ed. You want to see your name in the credits? Go sub $5 on Patreon. It helps us out. We do a lot of cool stuff.
Follow us on Twitch as well if you want to see the art made live. We do it on Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. To be I was about to say contundered.
Yeah, don't go full evil Sean on us. Legendary evil ex-roommate Sean.
To be continued until, I'm forced to work more hours and things like that in other places. So, see you guys on the next one.
All right, catch up.